Hello. All right, guys. You guys have to let me know. How's the audio today? Is it too soft? If it's too soft, then I will move up the audio a little bit. I'll move up the gain a little bit. Are you guys able to hear white noise though? I received a few comments the other time that there is white noise that's quite obvious, but I'm not sure because I'm streaming. Right, I don't have my earpiece with me, so that is why I cannot be sure whether or not there's white noise. So I'll need you guys to actually tell me that. Okay. Right now, I'm waiting for Mr. Ktechs to actually publish the Discord, and then afterwards we will like properly start a live. Okay. So I'm just chilling right now, and for those who were here last week, you guys would know that I basically broke my solder iron. I've got the replacement now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replace this, and then hopefully it works because yeah, there's no because but yeah. So while we are waiting for Mr. Ktex to actually publish, uh, and I think he said he published already, but where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Mr. Ktex updates and announcement. All right, there you go. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna change out the this thing. I think what happens is that this thing is like bent or something. The connection is just lost, and as such, like it's not working, right? So before we actually start building the keyboard, right, I will take this time to actually put things together. I'm gonna change out the casing. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna unscrew this, and hopefully it's working though. Because hopefully it's just this that is not working well. Right, you guys can see, right? I'm not sure if you guys can actually tell, but it is slightly bent. Like it is, yeah, I don't know what is up with this. Do you see? Right, it's kind of odd. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attempt to bend this back to what it needs to be, and then I will put it in here to see if it actually works. Right, so I'll just be using the ugly case today. Okay, it clicks. So that's a good sign. Clicking is always a good sign. Yeah, for those who just joined and wondering, the hell am I doing? If you guys were here last week, you'll know that I lamented, right, that my soda iron broke. So I got a new one. Yeah. So I'm just putting it together. And if this one works, then what I'm going to do, I'll probably just change the casing. I'll move the transparent one over. As you see, it's still a little bent. Still slightly bent. But it's whatever. I'm just going to test and see if it's working. And I pray hard it is. If not, I have to use a desolderer to. Okay. No, it's not working. Oh, this is sad. You can see, right? It's just flickering. Yeah, it is still going crazy. So what I think is that maybe this thing is done for. Like someone like stepped on it or something happened to it, basically. Aish. So yeah. So I have another of this. Yeah, it shows like 300 something degrees, but yeah, it's not even heating up. Yeah, so I have a feeling it's nothing to do with this itself, and it's more so the the thing. So I'm gonna try to go fix the thing. Let me go grab my bag of like stuff, and I should have another tip in there, but the tip that I have in there would not be this one. I don't think it would be the thinner one. Let me just go check, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Let me try to see if this would work. Ah, I don't think I can see chat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna refresh, so I'm not talking to chat, I guess. All right, it looks bent. That's a lot more than slightly. Okay, now I can see chat. Okay, so yeah, that thing is bent. That thing is just done. What keyboard is that? Oh, that's the Orbit 65. I'm sorry if I missed your. That's the Orbit 65. Oh yeah, this is working fine. Okay, so it's not blinking. I know you guys cannot tell because of frame rate and stuff. So this one is heating up to the degrees that I want it to heat up to. So this is now hot. This, on the other hand, is not doing the thing. It's kind of warm to the touch, but even if it bends, it shouldn't actually have this issue, I don't think. Oh, no, what's up? I like this tip more than the one there. That one is too thin. I only use that for like what's that called? Like very precise work, but yeah. This is the Orbit 65. How are you liking your Numa? Oh, I love it. Like I actually like proper like it. How's the Keycult now? Okay, so the Keycult that we received had some issues. However, we're still gonna go ahead and build it. So because the issues, we are not sure. Yeah, this is done. This is going up to like 300 degrees. We are not sure what the like we know what the issue is, but the thing is that we are not sure if it will be covered by what's the thing called QC, right? Maybe they allowed like these things to go through. Hard to tell, right? So that is why we are just gonna decide to build it, right? A little bit soft. Today is a little bit soft. Is that right? Okay, wait, one second. Is this better or is it still too soft? Better? No, not going to. I like the R1, and I think the R1 is enough for me. I have the copper back as well. Though I would say, if I think if you have the R1, I don't think there is a reason to go for the R2. However, if you really want the full copper, then yes, go for it. Otherwise, I don't think there is a reason to go for the full copper. I think the R1 is very, very nice though. And that was the reason why I started following the designer. It was because of the Orbit 65. Thoughts on Novel Keys X Keycult? Okay, so from what I understood, obviously not much, right? Because I've not spoken to either parties. So what we understood, or what I understand from the different videos that have been out, I watched Lightning's stream as well. It's that it's just that Keycult, or rather Novel Keys, licensed the design from Keycult. And so I personally think if you want the Keycult, and you like novel keys more than you like Keycult, then yes, go ahead and purchase it. I personally think that the design is extremely like classic. It's a throwback, right? So if you like the design, then go for it. Yeah. Some people are complaining. I know the biggest complaint so far is that it's a full alu board at 580 something. But you guys do realize that the full alu that we're talking about here, especially the mid piece, right? It's so thick. It's so damn thick. I have the number 165, so I'll show you guys later how thick that piece is. Okay, so in order to actually manufacture that one slab of alu, although it's still alu, they'll have to use a extremely thick piece of aluminium to and machine it downwards, right? Machine it off, machine the excess off. So I personally think for that pricing, I think it's fine. However, of course, it's on a different bracket. Okay, so it's on a different bracket, like spending. It's for a people from a different spending bracket. It's not for everyone. Okay, so that is the thing. Yeah, it's definitely not a board for everyone. Okay, so this tip that I have is dead. I'm not sure how to revive it. If any one of you know how to revive a dead tip, let me know. Because when I put this tip on either one of the machines, I thought it was the machine that went. Then it just goes to like 400 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what is up though. But I prefer this one over this one. Spoken well. Yeah, but honestly, if you like it, go for it. I don't think Novel Keys, NK's, QC would let you guys down. Right? That is, of course, if you want it. Okay, but anyways, let's go through the announcement done by Mr. Ktechs. Okay, he says, thank God it's Friday, thank God it's Friday. Catch us live. Okay, you guys are already here. And yes, so for MYMK, we will be giving away discount codes for all MYMK participants. And on top of that, there will be promotions as well, like sale that will be running during the period of time that we are gone. Okay, we'll be away then from next week, from basically next week. Yeah, so we'll be away next week, and we will open again on Tuesday because on Monday I think we have like a what is that thing called? A course or something, a workshop. Okay, so it'll be closed and we'll only open on the Tuesday on the following week. Okay, the ongoing group buys that we have right now would be the Class 1800, the Retro 80s by All Keys, and then the fulfilling group buys. Fulfilling group buys would be the Crush 65. It's on its way. It's on a boat. And then, of course, the Ogre. Participants of the Ogre, everything will be done end of the month, and then they'll start shipping it to us. Okay, Leviathan, as mentioned prior, we are still waiting on invoices to make payment. Okay, next up, we have the upcoming projects. So for the upcoming projects, we have the Type Plus stabilizers, the one that looks like CoStar stabs, but not, but for MX. What keyboard is this? This is the Orbit R1. I know the Orbit R2 just dropped, Rabbit just announced it, but this is the Orbit R1. Okay, this is the milk and cream, the cream, I cannot remember what's this colorway, but it's basically this cream, very smooth, probably dinged my keyboard already, but yeah, very smooth, beige, off-white, and then the bottom is copper. Yes, Orbit R1, Orbit 65 R1 with RML. RML is also R1, as you guys can see from the escape. There is no thing. There is like no additional text at the bottom. Okay, continuing to the announcements. The upcoming projects will have PBT Atomic Purple. That will be on pre-order. Key Kobo Bloom, also pre-order. Sebas, 60%, inspired by Overlord. The butler from Overlord will be entering group buy very soon. Hashline from Milky Way, it will be a pre-order. Retro Mix Lights, they are adding some more kits. It will go into pre-order as well. The Optica, not sure if you guys have seen the board. Absolutely gorgeous board. Will be for group buy end of the year, somewhere around there. Okay, and then we have the Placket XL, right? It will start from the November 5th all the way to December 5th. And then we have two secret projects. Both are keyboards. We are still working very closely with the designer to be able to bring the keyboards to you guys. I think you guys would enjoy the keyboards very, very much. Okay, so with that, that is the announcement for this week. I think the most important one is that we will not be open next week. Online orders will still continue, but we will not be opening, we will not be open, well, next week, okay? All the way till the Tuesday after. All right, okay, so now that you guys have gotten that, let's take a look at the keyboard of the day. Okay. This is what we are working with today. It is the Keycult Number 1 65 Rev 1. The variant for this one is the rose gold and charcoal. So Keycult's packaging hasn't changed. The autofocus is trying to autofocus. Okay, so Keycult's packaging hasn't changed. You have the Keycult logo, and then you have the slide-out box. Okay, so we definitely have opened up the package just to check what's in there, and whether or not we have gotten the correct one, and whether or not there are any flaws that we should raise up to Keycult themselves. Okay, so generally speaking, I think that the flaws, although there are extremely minor. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build it, and then we're just gonna get on with our lives. Okay, we have waited for, or rather, Mr. Ktechs have waited this board for close to 2 years now. So yeah, it's finally here. So let's get to it. Yeah, gorgeous box as always. I've owned a Keycult number 1 TKL in SS, I think. And I think that board was extremely pretty. Or rather, the design of the number 1s, I think, are extremely nice. Okay, so this is the standard box that Keycult comes in. Is this large styrofoam padded box. Okay. And here we have it. This is the Keycult number one, whoop, number one, 65 Rev 1. Okay, it's in rose gold and charcoal. So this is not black, this is just extremely dark gray. Okay, it's quite obvious that we've already touched it. Yeah. So this is the back of the board itself. For a 65%, I think it is quite a good weight. It doesn't have an external weight or internal weight or a through weight. Okay, build it with foam. Nah. Okay, so it doesn't have all of that, but I think overall, still a pretty decent design. Very classic, very old 2017 design. Okay, so today we'll be building it with controversy. A very controversy, what is that called? Lined switch. And I think it has caused quite a bit of a joke in other servers. But we are okay with it. Because I just saw it just today on Pantheon server, and I actually had a good laugh about it. But basically, we'll be building it with the Snow Crash today, the V2s. Okay? So for people who are on stream, just note that we have disposed of the V1s already. So yes, we are authorized to sell the V1s, but we have decided, not decided lah, but we're only left with like a few. So we just decided to just stop selling it lah. Yeah. So it's not like a sudden decision, but I think we're like left with like 300-400 pieces. And yeah, we just didn't want like our consumers to be like puzzled, you know, or like lost, like, oh, am I going to get the V1s, am I going to get the V2s? So we just made everything much simpler for everyone and just go like, okay, we're just going to sell the V2s and that's it. So we've also informed the designers that we will only be selling the V2s from here on out, right? Give me a, no. If I give you free switches, then everyone will start asking for free switches. Yeah. So if you can find where I dumped it at, then of course you can have it. But yeah, okay. But anyway, so that is the news of the day. Apparently, like, yeah, it doesn't matter, but yeah, that is basically the news of the day. Okay, that we have now started selling V2s. We didn't want the consumers to get confused as to what they're gonna get, and we also don't want consumers or our customers to guess, right? Oh, I'm gonna get V1s or the V2s, and as such, we just decided to just sell the V1s, the V2s, sorry. Okay, so anyways, this is the Keycult number 165 Rev 1 in rose gold and charcoal. So the black parts are not black, it's an extremely dark gray. Okay, let's see what extras I have, or rather what I'm going to build with, because I don't think Mr. Ktechs actually got any extras. Okay, just give me a second, and also while doing so, I'm gonna just go check on the autofocus. It's not feeling well today. what you missed is that we have stopped selling V1s, or rather, we have decided to just stop selling so that customers don't get confused whether or not they are getting V1s or V2s for the snow crash when they purchase from us, although they choose which variant, right? But we also don't want to give the impression that, oh, there is a possibility that I might get the V1s when I purchase the V2s. So we have stopped selling the V1s and we have dumped it. Yes, and so they are saying we had Hunt the Mouse, or Hunt the Mouse is still going on. I'm just saying. Okay, now it's Hunt the Switch. Yes, now it's Hunt the Switch. Okay, so after like quite a bit of consideration, we have decided to just stop selling the V1s, dump the rest, um, and then just sell only the V2s, and then have clarified that as well. So, okay, so that's what you missed. Okay, so we have the plate, we have the PCB. Hopefully, this is the Wilbur Tech PCB. Oh, it is. It's very nice. Okay, so that is the PCB by Wilbur. Okay. Huh. I, I, I thought they never do this anymore. This is very nice. Right? No serial number, but it's okay. It's a Keycult authentication card. Okay? And also what you missed is that we were showing off the keyboard itself. That's it. Okay? So that is the authentication card. We have some alignment pins and then a tool, basically. Okay, let's see. I don't think we'll be using the tool. We have the alignment pins. I think it's PTFE alignment pins. Okay, we'll put the tool aside. Okay, buy tool. I have the nench. Hello, what I missed? Nothing much, actually. I'm not going to repeat, but nothing much. We are still gathering and opening up stuff. So we have the gaskets, very nice gaskets. And then finally we have the plates. Okay, let's take a look at the plates. Oh, not plates, it's just one plate. Oops, sorry. Okay, it's a lot of paper for a plate. All right, so this is the plate that we'll be working with. Leaf spring, oh, there's no damage. You know, usually leaf spring, you'd have like one that is like slightly tilted and stuff. Plate looks pretty nice. Damn, okay. Oh, slightly bent. Slightly bent, but it's nothing that we can't fix. Okay, so today we'll be building the board with HMX X Keepscape Snow Crash V2s. Okay, these are, well, rail bottoming out switches, and these are linear with full travel. Okay, nylon top and bottom with palm stamp, and then for the spring itself is 22 millimeters, 58 grams. It's solder built, so this one, no commitment issues. So yeah, so we will be starting the build really soon. I don't think I'll ever be able to fix this one. Actually, because this tip is working, right? Yeah, so it's the tip here that is gone. It's kind of sad, actually. I like that tip. I like that tip quite a bit. Okay, let's take a look at the PCB. I think it's hot swap. Oh, no, I think it's solder. Solder only. Okay, guys, what do you guys think of the audio today? Because last week I think I got a few comments that the audio had like quite a bit of white noise, and it was quite distracting. How's the audio today? How's the audio this week? Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I've turned off the desktop audio, like I muted it, and then I'm gonna start testing the PCB. It's good? Okay. Good is good. Yeah. Good is good. Where's my VIA? Okay. Authorize Wilbur tag. PCB. Very nice. Okay, let's go. Let's start testing it out. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, am I stupid? Wait a minute. It's key tester. Just now it wasn't registering. I got slightly afraid, slightly worried. I think he wants full backspace. Okay, first row is pretty nice. Second row is doing pretty well too. Moving on to the third row. I think the third row will be fine too, but I don't want to bet on I think, right? Let's just properly test that. Okay, row 3 looks good. How about 4? Okay, 4 is fine. Moving on to R42. Mr. Ktechs, do you want 7U or 6.25? You want 6.25? Why? No, but why do you want 6.25? Why do you like it? What about? He's a monster. You got one more key? Yeah. Fuck is wrong with you? Heck. Oh, plate doesn't support. Too bad. Yeah, plate doesn't support. Plate, does it support?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It supports 6.25.
Yeah, spacebar, but not keys here.
Is it? Wrong way.
Doesn't matter, does it?
Oh yeah.
It does support. I was just messing with him. Okay, 6.25 it is. Guys, we'll be building it with 6.25. What the heck?
Yeah, how about we poll in chat? Poll. We follow the poll.
Okay. Still have the white noise? Really? Did I turn up my gain too high? Like, is the white noise like unbearable? Last week was worse, I think. Right? I think. Okay, let's do up a poll. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so Mr. Ktechs have started a poll. Guys, please. For the love of love, please. is this thing on caps? How did my keyboard end up in caps? How do I uncaps this? This caps? Okay, so you guys obviously know, because I cannot get rid of caps, I'm not sure. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me just open VIA. Where is my caps? What is my caps doing? Key tester. Huh. Okay. Then what this be? Nope, that's not it. So where is my caps? FN. Seven U. Very nice. Well done, guys. Very well done. Still have white noise. Okay, wait. Let me check. I shouldn't have, and you shouldn't hear any white noise. Let me actually drop the gain down a little bit. Let's see if it gets better. Is it better now? Okay, is it better now? So if I drop the gain and I will up the gain on here instead. Okay, is it better now? Does it sound better? Does it feel better? Okay, I'll let you guys like poll a little bit more while I go grab stabilizers, okay? Stabilizers and yeah. So I'll just go grab stabilizers. I think we're gonna use the new InvoKey steps for this build. Okay, so we're gonna do it unlooped. No, I'm kidding. We can probably still do it unlooped though, honestly. Is this working now? Oh no, it's still caps. Okay, I'll let you guys poll a little bit more, and then afterwards when I'm back, I'll start doing the, well, keyboard itself. Ketchup say. What the hell is ketchup say? What does that mean? Okay, so continue on your poll. Okay, have fun. I'll be right back. I need to pee as well. Ketchup 65. Ah, yes. All right, and I'm back. So these are the stabilizers that we're working with. Um, Spoke to the designer of these stabilizers the last time that I used these, right? And then he's like, "Oh, you're probably experiencing ticking because you didn't use the pad." So what I'm gonna do this time round? Yes, I got mine. We got ours, or rather, Mr. Ktechs got his sometime last week. I'm not Mr. Ktechs, but good evening. Yeah, Mr. Ktechs got his sometime last week. How many do I need? One, two, three, four. Yeah. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Yeah. Just be a little patient. I think they're sending out all the pieces already, like very very soon, I guess. Designer says that we don't have to loop this, but I would still loop them regardless. But then this time I'll be using the pad. Um, I know some of you shun this pad thing, but um, I just want to do it according to how the designer wants his to be like, right? Okay, let's just do the housing with very, very little loop. So it doesn't get all sticky and stucky. Can you guys still hear white noise? I feel like you guys can hear white noise. I feel like there is white noise. But 7U it is, yes. So on my end, right? So on my software, it doesn't show that there's any white noise. Or rather, yeah, there's really nothing. But I'm not sure. Maybe Mr. Ktex can tell me if there is white noise. Because Mr. Ktex should be on stream somewhere else. And then if there's white noise, just let me know. I'll not overloop this. I'll just put on enough, like a slight sheen, I guess. On this. Hey, good evening, Jerry. I always called you Cherry. Oh yeah, by the way, so if you guys read the description, yeah, we'll be giving away one set of a what is the thing called? One set of Key Kobo Machinist to a lucky winner, and people who joined us on stream, you guys will get additional chances. I'll share with you guys how you guys can get an additional chance, as I would at the closer to the end of the stream, so you guys would know what to do. Because I feel like when I share it in the middle of the stream, people still don't understand like how it's gonna work, and they do like odd stuff.
Very little bit. less than last week.
No, it will not be '07 this time. We can't always do '07. We can't be saluting for no reason. We can't be respecting for no reason. No, stop it. Do not start it. Not right now, no. Okay, so these are clip-ons, clip-ins, in case you guys don't know. And basically these tabs, they're lined with silicon. So the people that enjoy using Permatex, please stay away from these tabs. Permatex is bad for these tabs, okay? There is a lot of noise, but it's like electrical interference noise. Is there a light to your mic? Yes, there is a key light to the mic itself. There is a, not very close though. It's like what, a meter, 2 meters away. There's a bit of noise, yeah. So it's like a meter, 2 meters away. The light, at least the light source. So right, it's right there. Is it very noticeable? Or maybe because we're close to the windows. Are you guys hearing the outside? XHT BDZ. I think the time for XHT BDZ, it's gone now. Reason being, a lot of stabs these days, when they're made with extremely tight tolerances, right? Because they're made with such tight tolerances, I will not recommend it. Anyways, BDZ at least. There's some stabs that can benefit from the thicker lube. Those are like cherry clip-ins. I don't know, maybe some Everglide stuff. I've got no idea. I don't use those for a lot of my builds or any of my builds really. So I'm like the worst person to advise you guys on what to use if it's not like 205. Yeah, or not just 205, but anything really that requires a thicker lube. Or rather, I don't use those stabs that require a thicker lube. I used to use cherry clip-ins quite a bit. For cherry clip-ins, I enjoy using BDZ, but that's about it. I realized that using BDZ on like the newer stabs usually turn the stab quite sluggish, and it gets annoying. Then because you have to take the stabs apart, and then you'd have to clean off the stabs, and BDZ gets everywhere, right? So when it gets everywhere, then you have to clean the inside of the stabilizers itself, so on and so forth, and it gets kind of messy, you know. So I've stopped using it. Jerry, I think the main problem is that if you guys can hear me loud and clear, then you guys don't have to turn up the volume. While you guys don't have your volume turned up, can you guys still hear the buzzing sound? Can you guys still hear the white noise? I think that's my main concern. Mark, you see this? I don't sit there and I don't tune my stats for like 10,000 hours. I just YOLO. Right? So the newer stats, I would recommend not to use BDZ. Like the newer stuff, any new stuff. I think 205, even 205, if you overloop them, it can get quite mushy and squishy, some people say. But yeah, so I think I would strongly recommend recommend against using BDZ for the simple reason that the newer steps have extremely tight tolerances. Never trust what you see on stream. No, you should trust. I literally just opened up a new packet. It's not tuned. I didn't even bother like with the tuning. So you can trust what you're seeing on stream, because I'm literally just putting lube on. And I'm quite open with how I'm lubing my stabs too. Legend has it, I tune stabs for days. Whatever book you're reading, Mark, stop. Put it down. Do you see me tuning these stabs? I don't even tune for my own builds anymore, at least. But you already cherry picked. How? How does one cherry pick a box? No one cherry pick boxes. Like I just went to the back. I was like, "Hey yo, ktechs, where's my stab? Where's this particular stab that you want to use?" Then he's like, "Oh, it's in this box." And I was like, "Okay." Took the first one in the box. Yes, stabs are getting less problematic these days. Like honestly, like stabs can be true story. Clickies just cancelled it out. Yas. I should totally run clickies on the Keycult, right? I wonder what Mr. Ktechs would think. Maybe Mr. Ktechs is low-key a clickies enjoyer. Blues on KC. Yeah, problem is that I don't have any blues. The closest to like, I don't even have anything close to a KC. To MX blues. Ktechs saving me face. Box Jades on Jane. Yes, that is classic. Low key, for my macro pad, I actually enjoy box navies quite a bit. Like actually. Okay, Ktechs, I have a question for you, good sir. Designer says to use these pads to avoid ticking. Do you want to use the pads?
No.
No pads? Okay. He says, not I say, He said no pads. Okay, 7U. So if it ticks, it's not on me, right? Yeah, if it ticks, it's not on me. He said he don't want pads. He didn't want pads. Yeah, I think they still have some though. I think they basically what they announced that they have sold half, and they are left with like half. So if you guys are still interested, you guys can go pick one up from NK from the sound tests and build streams that I've seen and heard, I think it's pretty decent, no? Okay, no pads. No pads for Mr. Ktechs. Okay, so these are standard clip-ins, meaning they'll come with these inserts. Then we'll just use the insert, we just push it in, and it should go in quite nicely, quite like that. Yeah, no fuss to this build actually. We might even finish this build and work out timing. And then I'll go ahead and jinx myself, yeah. Full alu for 560 is pretty steep. Okay, let's put it this way, okay? While it is full alu, do you guys know that the centerpiece, it's extremely thick? And the material that has to be chopped off from the centerpiece is quite a bit. As such, I personally think that it's actually fine. If you like the design enough. Okay, so we don't compare it with like the likes of like Neo and stuff, right? So those bots, they are for very specific audiences, the general public. And then we have bots like Keycult, where it's more for a more niche audience, right? So I personally feel that there will always be a crowd for something, but at the price point, it may not be for you. But I think for some other people, yeah. But just saying, the piece of alu that's on the centerpiece that is a through weight, right? That goes all the way through into the bottom. That piece requires a lot of material. And it spans the entirety of the keyboard, right? Because honestly, let's just think about this, okay? At what point, at what price range would a keyboard that you paying for a keyboard would be for diminishing returns? For me at least, anything more than a membrane keyboard is diminishing. You don't get anything new, right? When you press A and A comes out, that's a keyboard. Right? When you press A and A comes out, it's a keyboard. There's really nothing more to it. Right? So if you actually think about that, then what exactly is worth? Right? Us spending even $300 on a non-full alu keyboard, right? You guys think like Crush 65, oh, extremely worth it, extremely nice. Yeah, sure, they are extremely worth it. It is extremely worth it, extremely nice, right? But it ultimately is still a keyboard that we have just dropped dollars on, and we didn't have to, right? Because the laptop keyboard or some other brand keyboard that doesn't cost $300 serves you just fine. Ah, yeah, that is true. That is true. I understand from Novel Keys. I've not spoken to them at least, but I understand that the plan is actually to have different materials for the board itself. Yeah, I think that's the plan, to actually have different materials, different colors, so on and so forth. Yeah, but for me, honestly, when I buy a keyboard, I generally would buy into the whole history of the board kind of bullshit. To a lot of people, it's bullshit. I know someone who has said that, hey, whatever that you're thinking, those thoughts are bullshit. That keyboard is not worth that amount of dollars. And yes, I totally agree with that person. I will never be able to justify why the keyboard that I have, that I bought at that pricing, is worth that amount of dollars. I would never be able to justify. Right? Except for the fact that, oh, it comes with a pretty brass weight. or oh, it comes with copper weight. But honestly, does a pretty brass weight or a copper weight justify the price of a keyboard? How often do I fall for scams? Why? Who has scammed me? Yeah, but honestly, I think like spending, right? It's your money. Do what you want with it. And anyone and everyone has their own opinions on how we should spend our money. Convince you to do something like what, me? Do you want step caps or do you want regular caps? The hell? Yes, it is just a hobby, yeah. And people's gonna spend however they want, right? Ultimately. Step caps. I don't know. I think step caps overused. I look at mine. It's overused. We need some full caps in our life. You know, sometimes. Sometimes we just require some full caps in our life. I think that would make life a little bit more interesting. And that was why last week when I built my Numa, I built it with full caps. Then again, because I use my full caps, I'm a Mac user. Boo. So I use my steps. I basically bind my Windows key or Command key there. Just a question. Who's your favorite keyboard designer? Right now? Right now. Who's my favorite keyboard designer? I don't know. Chat. Who's your favorite keyboard designer? I'm interested to know chat's opinion too. Because right now, head is kind of blank on who's my favorite keyboard designer. I don't really have like a favorite keyboard designer. I have favorite keyboard designs. Things that I like, I keep, I use. Yeah, the favorite keyboard designs. But I quite like the Numa that I built last week. So yeah, so if saying that for now, it would be Steph. Steph was the one that designed the keyboard, right? But I don't know, like of all time, I don't think he's like a favorite designer of mine. I've not seen his other projects or whether or not he has any other projects. Have you seen our showcase shelf? Yeah, what about our showcase shelves? Are you gonna say Kohaku? Are you gonna say Singer? I know my girlfriend's favorite designer though. My girlfriend's favorite designer is actually Elaine from Singer. It's blind love, okay? So, like I explained, like I described Elaine to my girlfriend before, and she's enamored. She's like, wow. Yeah, okay. Just checking. Okay. Okay, okay. Kohaku in every color. No, we don't have Kohaku in every color yet. Really? Yeah. So, like, I personally, I don't think I have like a favorite human, right? Generally speaking, but yeah, Elaine's my girlfriend favorite designer, like hands down. Like, but I think also because my girlfriend's not really in the hobby, she's only in it because she see pretty things and then she says, "Hey, can you get it for me?" So that's how she's in the hobby. Yeah. So yeah, so that is how my girlfriend is partaking in this particular hobby. Next step is Kohaku in every material. Well, guess what? Kohaku was released in two materials, PC and Elu. We have both. Yeah, but bottom line is that I don't have like a favorite designer. I have a favorite design, not a favorite designer. Okay, so we are done here. Done putting the switches in at least. Um, Next thing to do is to solder. Mr. Ktechs wanted to MYMK this board, but I said no. I said what for? Just don't have commitment issues and just go for it. Okay? So as you guys can tell, I've not tested the keycap, the stabs yet. Mr. Ktechs, can I have your keycaps, please? Which one? Oh, right, okay. Haha. Okay, so if you guys know the story of this, it's basically whenever you guys come to Ktechs, right, and if you guys are close enough to Mr. Ktechs, then he'll lament. He'll just rant. He's like, you know, I bought this GMK set for um, my Keycult that never came, that is not even here yet. So yeah, so this GMK set have not been tested, have not been opened. He wanted to do it himself, and then he wanted to like put on the keycap. So what I'm gonna do later on is after I'm gonna done building, right, I'm just gonna let him put it on to the board himself, so he can put on the keycaps himself. Okay, because he yeah, right. Yeah, he's like, oh, you know, I bought this keycap just for this board, and my board is not even here. Yeah, so this will be the keycap that we'll be working with. Let's take a look at GMK's packaging. Wow. I don't know though. I'm not quite a fan of what is going on here. Huh. Not a fan of the dark version of Olivia. Is it just me? But I think the dark version of Olivia would go quite nicely because if he went with like the light version, then it might not fit the board, yada yada yada, you know, kind of thing. Anyway, so let's test out the shift. Shift key. And I assume he'll want to use the novelties as well. Oh, very nice. Okay. Feels very nice. Okay, let's get to soldering then. What is this? Oh, there's address there. Oh. Oh, nice. You got the artisan too. So we're gonna see the artisan. Oh, but the artisan doesn't match, does it? It's too gold for the board itself. Right? Okay, well, it's okay. We'll see what to do with it. It's by Hebe. Quite nice, actually. Quite nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the extractor, and you guys let me know whether you guys can hear it, okay? Oh, wait. Oh, you guys can hear it. You guys confirm can hear it. Okay, 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 okay. Really? You guys don't already hear it? At least for you? Is my voice still loud? Is my voice still loud enough for you guys? Okay, so if you think that my voice is fine, you guys cannot hear the extractor, and you guys can hear me fine, then okay, I'll leave the extractor on, and then I'll just continue on to with the soldering. Okay, if you guys can hear the extractor, then what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna, well, solder the board without it. Yes, because I actually adjusted the gain, but I moved it back up. I moved the gain back up. So I'm just gonna give it a while before you guys tell me whether or not you guys can hear the extractor and whether or not you guys can hear me fine. Because as long as you guys can hear me fine, then it's fine. Can ah? Okay. If can you can? Can then I got no problem. Please show a good example. Okay, sure. Okay. If the extractor is fine, don't have to worry, then I shan't worry. Okay, by the way, the PCB is slightly warped. So I'm gonna have to solder one leg and then press down and then to solder the other leg. Okay. I have to use this one. It's kind of sad. I like that tip quite a bit. Oh, then, oh, God, I always forget how heavy that is. So I was complaining to Mr. Ktechs that I've been using my solder. It ain't a Keycult built without bowing PCB. So true. I got no idea why. It always happens. I was like, hey, I've got not enough solder anymore. Like, I've been using mine, and mine is going low, getting low. Then he's like, okay, how much do you need? I was like, as much as you can buy. Then he's like, okay. And here you have it. He decided that I needed this amount of solder. I need the wheel thing. If not, it's gonna be extremely idiotic. Okay, anyways, before I start, let me plug stuff in. Okay, as well as get the the thing where I can clean the copper mesh for the solder. Be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Let's start soldering. 290. Okay, it's working fine. This tip will be the end, will be the death of me, I swear. It's so hard to solder with this tiny tip. Oh goodness. Goodness gracious. I use the pine saw. I enjoy the pine saw because it's portable, right? I can move it anywhere I want. So this tip, so basically I was using this tip. Then what happened was that this tip bent. Huh? I've got no idea how it happened, but it got bent, it got deformed. It can no longer like yeah, do the thing that I need it to do. So oh, is it? I bought my pine saw a while back. Um, yeah, like quite a while back. I think probably 4, 5 years back. Tried buying one for the girlfriend, but she didn't use, and that is why I've got like an extra pine saw that was lying around. But the reason I bought my pine saw was because there is this transparent casing thing. That's why I bought it. Yeah, this tip is extremely thin. Not sure if you guys can tell, but you guys can see that. Yeah, versus the my regular tip. Actually, you know what? Let me bank on the regular tip working. I pray so hard. 404 is not working. It's not heating up. Nope, it's not working. Give up. Sad day. from the official place, the official store. They have a official store, right? They have a whole ass website dedicated to Pine. Okay, today's build's gonna be quite slow because this tip is just not great. Okay, so I guess I jinxed myself, right? I did say that we'll be on time today, but hey, look, no, we'll not be. Oh, someone's at the door. Are you late? What are you late for? I think you're an okay. I'm still soldering, and I think it's gonna take quite a while because my tip is not tipping. Well, as long as it works, right? I think it's fine. Most important thing is that it works. Else I'll be using a desolderer to actually solder. See, the desolderer might be like large and clunky, but at least it heats up an area relatively well. Oh goodness, this is the longest I've ever taken to solder just one row. It's quite painful actually. Oh yeah, by the way, would you guys be like, do you guys think it'll be better if, say, we have like background music? Or do you guys prefer me just breathing down the mic and just talking constantly with no background music? Oh, this is absolutely painful. Goodness. No, no, no. There is none. There is no background music right now. But what I'm asking is that would you guys actually prefer having background music? So if you guys prefer having background music, then I'll just do it the next stream, right? But this is so painful, guys. It's so painful to solder with this. The tip is not tipping. Late to stream. Hello, hello. You're not very late to stream. You're okay. If not, you have awkward silence throughout. I mean, we have awkward silence throughout, no? Yes, it's actually kind of on the high side right now, though. I'm doing it at 300. It's just that the tip is so tiny, right? So it doesn't do like a uh, what's that called? Even like heating up. It only heats at one point, and because the tip is so tiny, it doesn't really get translated to other places quite as well. Like what I'm used to, rather. Okay, so it's doing whatever it needs to do correctly, right? It's just not doing it fast enough. As fast as I want it to be. Okay, guys, that is the problem that I'm facing. Is expectation of the pine saw that I've been using for a while now. That's what I'm expecting of it. So painful. But it's okay. I got this. Anyway, how many of you guys are actually waiting for keycards? Or do you guys order the keycard or join any like, what's it called? Blind raffle? Basically the raffle where if you have an account and then they'll ping you if you win something. Or is it called a blind raffle? Can't quite remember what it's called. Any of you guys actually joined and won anything? Oh, you're waiting for the same pink one? That's kind of nice, no? Yeah. I'm not the only one. I'm not the first one or the only one to get to get the key card actually. No vendor buff here. It's just all part of the process. I know they're shipping out everyone's order already, and then afterwards they're gonna move on to doing the raw ones, if I remember correctly. Have you at least gotten like a shipping notification? The raw one is first come first serve. Yeah. It is. But I know they've like started to fulfill those or something already. But I can't be too sure though, because I don't quite follow the project. The raw ones are sort of shipped, I think. Some US. Yeah. I've not seen the raw ones actually though. Are they actually nice looking? Is it like raw, like unfinished raw, or is it like raw as in like just regular I wanted to say unsandpapered, but basically like non-sand blasted raw. What kind of raw did people get? Because I know Mr. Ktech is extremely like interested and extremely into raw stuff. Take a quick break because this is so painful. Oh yeah, I wanted to drink water. Oop, so sorry. Hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. Wasn't planned. Just saying. It was just that Mr. Ktech's got his, and so yeah, that was literally it. Mr. Ktech's got his uh, the rose gold one and rose gold and charcoal unit like last week, but last week I had the Numa to build, right? So then it got pushed to this week. Yeah, scissor hands. What do you actually think about the pricing? I know there's quite a bit of mixed thoughts on the pricing of the NK collaboration or partnership between NK and Keycult. You get yourself one piece? Rip off? You think it's a rip off? I think a lot of people think that way though. Like earlier on the stream, someone actually asked me what I thought about it. Um, I personally didn't think that it was a rip off. I personally just thought that um, okay, okay, guys. I personally think, okay, I've been personally thinking a lot, but I think a lot of my thoughts are like just empty, right? I only think that it's a quote unquote rip off, as many of you guys have mentioned, only because the design uh, has been like recycled, right? It's an old design that, well, okay, don't get me wrong, design's really good, but it's an old design that's recycled, and it makes sense, right? Because what happened in that partnership was that NK um, got the license to produce and sell, um, but no license to design, right? So that's the entire partnership. So I think you can only call it a rip-off because there's no advancement from it. However, yeah. So the thing about the alu and brass one, I remembered when I got the number one TKL in SS and alu, and it wasn't 500-ish. It was closer to 700 something, 800 USD, if I remember correctly. Oh yes, yes, definitely the price is not attractive. But earlier on stream, I did mention that if the price is not attractive to you, then you are probably not their target audience, right? Like there will be a board for everyone. Um, Keycult, or rather, this particular release of Keycult is not the board for me, right? I've owned a number one TKL before, Um, and yes, while I quite like the design, the one thing that threw me off was the feet. And I thought like they would at least like have refreshed the feet or something, but no, that was just wishful thinking on my end. Right? Yes. Yeah, it was 800 with shipping. Yeah, yeah, it was quite close to that amount there. So you will not be able to get it at like 500 something. And of course, would you then be willing to pay like closer to 800, considering like inflation and whatever not, right? 800 USD, closer maybe 850 USD for something that is alu and brass. Would you then be willing to pay? But if so, NK comes out with like say number one TKL the next round with alu and brass and priced it at like 850. I think a large majority of people would still think that it's a ripoff. A large majority of people would still think that it's not worth it. It's an old design. The same arguments will come about, right? Old design, ripoff, nothing changing. Why would I pay for brass and alu in this day and age? Why would I pay $800 for brass and alu in this day and age? Oh yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. I see where you're coming from, Jerry. No, yeah, that was what I was saying earlier on stream also. Like there will be the argument will always be the same, right? Now we have Spider, the Cycle 8, the Neo, and we have the pre-builds, the excellent pre-builds that are out as well, right? The Evos, and then we have the Crush. There's so many good bots out there. A lot of people will think like there is no reason for me to own this. But I think there will also be a group of people that goes like, oh yeah, it is um, a Keycult design licensed by NK to produce, and it's readily available. It's an in stock. I don't have to go through a raffle. It's my chance to own something that is Keycult, right, by design. And because like NK is a trustworthy vendor, then they'll be like, oh, and I can feel safe that QC will be good, manufacturing will be nice. I will be getting a decent product out of this. Right? There's always like two sides to a coin, and I think for the people who have bought off half the stock from NK would be thinking like that, right? Or they just want to add something to the collection. I know of people in the hobby that like stay away from the budget stuff, even if they are good. They'll tell you, yeah, it's good, but it's not my thing. And then you ask them like, what about it is not your thing? Then the initial argument, like many months, even a year back, is that, oh, it comes with PE foam, I don't want PE foam, right? And then there's been boards that's been designed without PE foam that comes with PE foam that's in the budget range and sounds great without PE and case foam and all the other foam. And then they'll be like, no, it's still not for me. But why? right? When you ask them like, oh, but why? Why is it not for you? Then they'll be like, um, no reason. I just don't like it. And then ultimately, ultimately, the hobby is still down to preference. But then when you ask these people who are basically abstained into buying, say, um, well, uh, premium keyboards, they shun away from the budget stuff, right? But I think it's also a bit of like the collection mindset, like, oh, I want to own like the good stuff. I want to own the stuff that people are into, are clouting for, or like something that is, I don't know, hard to get, exclusive and stuff, right? I think the people who bought into this particular keycard collection partially might be these people, and the other subset of people would also be like, oh, I'm getting into this because I can finally own one. Oh yeah, 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 for sure. I totally see that. Yeah, but people with that mentality also go like, oh yeah, previously it was just Keycult alone. Now there is NK, it's trustworthy. Why not, right? Why not just give it a shot? See what the hype is all about, right? Because this is your time, your chance to understand why Keycult was Keycult back in like 2021, right? What made Keycult Keycult? Fala just said, just buy Marisi. Oh yeah, I think that too. But again, Marisi's design is not for everyone too. I've heard the same argument for Marisi as well. Like, why would I pay so much for just brushed metal and alu? And to some people, like I've had this conversation when KTechs was still in the older warehouse, where after having this conversation with this person, I realized that this hobby is extremely preference based, and there is no way you can talk someone out of their preference, or you can probably talk someone into a preference, but it's hard to talk someone out of a preference. You reckon? But I think the colors that are offered now is quite nice though. I personally like the 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 berry colored one, the berry maroon colored one a bit, like a little bit more than the emerald green. I think that's what they call it. Fake brass alu. Oh yeah, yeah. It definitely looked very brass, right? I think that was intentional though. You guys saw Lightning's stream for the keycard, the new one. Stream at, during the stream, he actually weighed it out, and it was like what, 2 kg, 2.2 kg, something like that. And honestly, that is fine for a TKL, no? Like, or do you guys expect your TKL to be like what, 4 kg? Because I thought after he weighed it, I was like, oh yeah, this might convince a little bit more people to get into it. It's not too shabby for a TKL. Right? It's 2 kg. granted though, like after all said and done, that pricing in the current market might be a little steep. I'm broke after Rubber Jane and Haku. Upcoming beloved Haku. Oh, same. Last month I spent like so much money on keyboards, dude. Like I got into the rubber Haku, I got into the Rubber Jane, then I found that some people, like some vendor Switch mod, I think, had like the base kit for beloved in stock. So I went to buy into that after my girlfriend said that she wanted it. Oh goodness. It was a hell of a month last month. Will any of you be at MYMK though? Wildman? Yeah, there's too many things that came out. Yeah, meetup is next week. JMK Darling R2. I'm not going in Darling. My girlfriend is not interested in the Darling. My girlfriend said that she wanted it. I'll probably buy into it, but fortunately or unfortunately, she's not that interested in it. Isn't Darling coming to an end already? For those that really wanted Darling, are you bringing any boards to meet up? Yes, we have a few secret projects that we'll be bringing to the meetup. So at the meetup, if you're there, you'll be able to see firsthand what are the secret projects. I'll say I think I got a pretty decent solder. Yes, we have a few projects that's upcoming that we are unable to show on stream because it's not quite ready yet, but it will be ready for the meetup itself. So we're bringing those there, and then after when we come back the following week, then we will showcase the. I will showcase the new projects. I haven't bought Darling yet. I'm not super interested in it. It's just cause it was very revered sad and I was FOMO. Nah, nothing to be FOMO about honestly. If you're not like into it, then don't buy into it. Don't buy into the cloud and FOMO. There's no reason to do so. Yeah. Okay, layout 7U. Okay. Alright, I think we are good. Right? I think. Key tester. Let's see again. Number one space. Okay. Yeah, we are good. We are good. We are good. What features are these? These are the HMX X Keepscape Snow Crash V2s. Is the meetup in Singapore? No, the meetup is in Malaysia. It's in KL. Yeah, so these are the V2s that I'll be working with that it's already sorted in. So we have the V1s and the V2s. So those that missed the earlier side of the stream, right? Basically, we have stopped selling the V1s. We have some that's left over, but we are not planning to sell those anymore. So that it was after consideration, right? We didn't want our customers to guess and have that impression that we might be selling them um, like a V1 or a V1 that's disguised as a V2. So in order to ease the confusion and ease um, everything, whatever that people may think or are starting to think, we have decided after considerations of all of these things to stop selling V1s and we'll only be carrying the V2s, the switch that's lubricated as intended by the designer. If only beloved Haku was darling Haku instead. Huh. I don't know about that, but okay, guys, guys give me a little bit. I'm gonna go wash my hands because I just soldered. So after that, I'll be back. Oh yeah, it is quite bent, right? But I think it should be okay. The bowing is common with Keycult's PCB. Yeah, I'll see you guys really soon. I'll put a board together, and then Mr. Ktechs will be the one that will be putting on the keycaps because he's been excited for that, and we'll see how it sounds. All right, see you guys in a bit. I don't like candied tangerines. I can taste the peel though. Like personally, I'm not a fan of like candied citrus, like candied lemon, candied oranges. Yeah, it's actually decent. But
It's not the. I think it's better this.
mm,
I got a lot. Because I saw a scarlet. Then I was looking for this
from
one.
Kinex.
No, that's the one. Pharmacy.
Oh.
Then I was like, I need to go Muji. Then I was like, okay. Then I think I think I saw like a scarlet downstairs. That time I went to buy this, right? It was like 5 for 20. Then I went to KLQ, don't have anymore. Then I was like, thought I remember I saw a scarlet. So I walked in and then I was like, I grabbed my 20 bags and then I showed it in my bag.
Oh yeah, I was surprised that you got yourself a grey chair. I did not comment on it. Tia commented. Tia passed the comment that it was a miscom. I was like, how?
How even there was a grey chair, right?
Okay, wait. Alright guys, I'm back. Okay, so let us put the board together. So assembly aside, we have to unscrew everything. Okay. I haven't brought out the nice screwdriver set for this. No, it's still Nench, by the way, guys. It's still Nench. It's just a bigger set. And I like this one better than the grey one. I think the grey one is a little too rough. Oh, did I remember to put in the inserts for the stabilizers? I did, right? Someone leaked the secret project from the meetup, please. We will definitely have pictures. It's just, however, we will not post the pictures until after the meetup. I think it will be during the stream or something. You guys want to know the layout of the secret project though? I think that one I can share unless Mr. Ktechs say no, you cannot share. So Mr. Ktechs, can you write in chat whether or not I can share the layout of the board itself and see whether people get interested by it? Okay, what layout do you guys want to know? Layout leak. Oh, it's a Ken ... So I'm not sure. Sharing is caring. I want to agree with you, but there are certain things that you know, right? How the hobby is when nothing is confirmed, when there are still changes being made to the design itself. We don't share. Yeah, later we get cancelled. We don't like have very good press with the whole like snow crash thing already. Who dare cancel you? So we got to be very wary. No, but I just thought it was funny. If you guys are in Pantheon server, I'm in the server. I burst out laughing. I called out to Mr. Kitex. I was like, you lah, you lah, you lah. Hiya. Not 25%, no. It will never be 25%. I'm the secret. No, don't have. Don't have 1800. The two project. Okay, so you guys saw the announcement, right? So on the announcement, it says Secret Project 1 and Secret Project 2. right? Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys bought the number 165, you guys remember how much it was? Actually, could it be like 4 something? 5 something? I think it was like 4 or 5 something. Okay, I just want to say that this secret layout is very usable layout. Okay, by the way, guys, so I don't have the number 1 TKL with me, but let me show you what's this piece, okay? The mid piece that makes number 1, number 1. Uh, Did I miss out on any screws? No, right? Okay, that makes number 1's. Number 1 is this mid piece here, right? Not the bottom piece, is this piece. 680 with shipping. So that is USD or is it SGD? Okay, so if you look at this piece, right? So imagine on a TKL, it'll be much thicker. It's much thicker. And then let me cloth this up. USD. Exactly, right? So if it's 680 USD for a TKL for 5 something, I think it's okay, no? Okay, so on the TKL, this thing, let me cover everything else. Okay, this piece, even if it's alu, it would span the entirety of a TKL, okay, and it'll be much thicker. Iron 180. Okay, so if you ask me whether or not it'd be difficult to justify, I will not say it is, right? Because for the 680, for 680 you're getting 65%. Okay, so if we go into like the go mathing this, right? So for 680 you get a 65%. For 580 you get a TKL. Ha! With potentially better QC. Ha! I think that's a win. Right? I don't know. I think that's a win. It's go mathing this whole thing, this whole worth it or not thing, but it's a win. 888 USD for their new LE. What are they, Chinese? Best chance to rug pull after people pay. Oh, oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were in pretty good standings, no? Oh, that's new. Q2. Anyone knows what's up with that? Did they say? This big meat piece was SS or brass instead. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, it would be nice. It would be nice if this large piece here is brass or SS instead, but I think for what it is, I think it's fine. Honestly, if you ask me, I personally think it's not too bad. Yes, there was like brass and SS versions, which I think is gooder. And as Jerry mentioned, he would rather pay for the CNCing of more premium materials. But it is what it is, right? No, so apparently, there is this um, what is it? Iron Iron 180 that is for 888 USD, the new LE version, and people are saying that people in chat is saying that they've not been fulfilling all their orders since Q2 this year. Yeah, so that was what the conversation is about. And of course, someone commented above that it would be nice if this entire mid piece was in brass or SS, which I totally agree. If it's in a different material, it would be nice, but hey, we have it in a different color. That's bound to us something, right? And it's kind of heavy too, you know that? Like, like, it is of, okay. Not kind of heavy, okay? It is of regular 65% weight. Mr. Ktechs hand itchy to put on keycaps already? No, he can wait. I can talk all I want. Alright, so it's, I don't know lah, yeah lah, I agree lah, it'll be nice lah, huh? It'll be nice. Okay, it'll be nice to have this in a different material. My girlfriend does a better job at this. Wait almost 2 years already. Very likely it will fit. Very likely it will fit. I don't think they have refreshed design in any way. So I think, um, yeah, I think it would fit. Yes, I saw. That is the orbit. That is the orbit right there. Mine is cream and copper. Oh, Jovan. Hey, Jovan, can you just go away and enjoy Japan? What are you doing here? And yes, Jovan, I saw the nick. And yes. Okay, so guys, Jovan is in Japan. I'm not sure what the hell is this here. Oh, damn, nice. You just woke up? Huh? At 8 p.m.? Like, do you like fall asleep at a train station or some market or where? Where do you just wake up? Like, where do you just woke up from? Like, okay, so one more thing, right? Is that people's been complaining about them having gaskets in the space bar, and then like, oh, it's gonna make the space bar sound terrible. But have you guys heard like Keycult space bar, right? They don't sound bad, you know? Yeah, the full copper orbit I saw, I don't know. I think I think if you really want to pay for premium materials, yes, you can go for it. But don't you guys think it's a little too much? Or is it like there is a novelty in having something that is full copper? Is there novelty in that? Is there something that I'm missing? Having something that's full copper? It is, right? It is. But this board was I think released in 23. So 2 years ago. I have no idea, but I personally think that my cream and copper orbit sounds good. Yeah, Kohaku also has spacebar gaskets. A full copper board kind of disturbs you. Yes, same with me. Oh wait, the first few deliveries of the had 60%. Oh, oh, okay. You mean like for key counts? Alignment pins. Ah, okay. Mm, okay. Then I guess count himself lucky. Yeah, Mr. Ktechs is going to help you do anodization, re-ano with permanent marker. Wait, am I missing something? Why doesn't the board close with the alignment pin? Hmm. What keycaps? Olivia Dark. Olivia Dark will be going on to this this board here. Okay, provided I can get it to close with the alignment pins. Because right now I'm having quite a bit of difficulty. Okay, I'm not doing this wrong, right? Okay, actually, you know what? Let me just unplug this first and I can mess around with the alignment pins a little bit. Is there a case where the alignment pins are too big? How good is the ano? Okay, so, like honestly, there are a few ano hooks that's visible. Okay, so who's the one that bought this keyboard? Moldy Bread. Okay, so Moldy Bread, if you're here, maybe you want to look away because it might hurt your heart a little bit. Okay, so, not sure if you guys can see this. You see the two white dots here? Those are ano hooks. On the other side, there are ano hooks as well. For this charcoal anodization, running your fingers across it will create a scratch, okay? So it will become like a chalkboard, okay? For the top case itself, okay? Same thing. When you run your fingers around the top case, okay, you will be able to see ano hooks as well. I'm not sure if the light will do me any favors, but here, whoop. Oh, you guys see that? Yeah, the little dot there, and then another dot that's here. Same for the other side. there will be anno hooks, and for this particular side itself, you would see like a scratch here. Let's see if yeah, you guys see it? It's you guys see the white, the black scratch downwards. So that is what we've realized, we've noticed with this particular board. On the side itself, when we received it, we had a few issues as well. So, okay. Other than the alignment pins not sitting aligned and doing the alignment thing. One second, let me just pull out the alignment pins really quickly. Okay, so let's see. Is it on this side? Is it on this side? It's one more. Okay, it's on this side. Okay, you guys can't really see it, but you guys see like a black line here. Oh, as well as, so it's not shadow. Yeah, when you run your fingers across it, you can actually feel like a something. So there's a black line that's here. If it focuses, there's one black line that's here, and then another one that's here. If it focuses, there you guys, you can see, it's here and it's here. Okay, so this is what we saw on our units as we open it. There is one line on the USB-C port as well. So I hope, Moldy Bread, yours is fine. But on our port itself, there is one line that runs across the USB-C port. Yeah, the USB-C port on is not very noticeable. Yeah, I'm not saying that all units will be like that, but I'm saying that this is what we've experienced with our unit. Okay, we wanted to open a ticket, but then we decided, it's fine, it's okay. We just go ahead and build it, because unless you point it out, it's not quite as obvious. So it's fine, I think. And also, we're not going to dismiss the fact that it's such a small blemish that it might even be still considered like A stock, and it's easily like missed out on. There is no like a sure way to see it. Like even for us, we see it under very harsh lighting, and so we could probably like notice like these things. But I think to many people who would not have like extremely harsh lighting at home, the anno feels quite nice. Other than the hooks, of course. The anno feels quite nice. It's quite smooth. It's just that on the darker one, I think it's just like a chalkboard. Not saying that it's not smooth. It's still smooth, but yeah, it's still decent. I think overall, it is a decent board. Yeah. I think I'm missing something here, but the alignment pins are not alignmenting. Alignmenting. That's not a real word. Can I do it without the pins? Probably, right? If I do it without the alignment pins, then it would just move around quite a bit. So let me try. To put the alignment pins on there in as straight a manner as possible. I feel like I'm missing something. Ah, yes, it is. Oh, hi. It is how it looks like internally. But yeah, we've noticed quite a few things ourselves in there. Yeah, it's just gasket mount, right? It's gasket mount, and the JST, or rather the daughter board, is under a, what is that thing called? Under a mid piece, and the mid piece is supposedly a weight. So yeah, previously in previous designs at least. Okay, I'm not going to use the alignment pins. Huh? Feel like I'm not doing something right, or I'm doing something right, but it's just not wanting to close. I guess I'll just manually align and hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, because the alignment pin's supposed to slide in here and sit here, right? But some reason it's not doing that. But it's fine. I'm obviously doing something extremely wrong, but I cannot tell what the hell I just did wrong. What am I doing wrong? Ah, that is fair. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I figured too. They're not necessary for any builds. Okay, this is fine. This should be normal, right? Because this is holding on. Yeah, but this is gasket. This is gasket sandwich. So I think I'm doing something right. It's just that it's not gonna sit. I have to screw it in. For those who have built this board, can you guys tell me if I am doing something wrong, or is this meant to be like that? So there's a little hole, there's a gap there. So am I supposed to just force it through? But it doesn't feel like I need to, right? Yes, that's what I'm thinking as well, but it's a little too much, no? Wait a minute, 1 second. I'm not gonna risk it. Can I press it closer into my fingers? No, it's extremely tight, and that's the problem, because if I can press it closer with my fingers, then I think it's fine. Oh my gosh, I cannot use a 65%, can I? Okay, let's see. Let's read. Let's read. Table of contents. Okay. It's 1.25 kg assembled. Build issues. Specifications, overview. Huh. And see. Okay, so I cannot, like, I can press it down. Like, it would be quite pressed in, but the other side would lift. I feel like I'm catching on. The problem is that I think I'm catching on something, but I don't know what I caught on. Right? And so that's why it's not fully going down. So if I use quite a bit of strength, I can press it in, of course, but actually, let's watch a video. I don't want to force this anymore. Let's see what I could have done wrong. Videos. Let's find a short one. Okay, guys, give me a bit. I don't think you guys can hear this, but if you guys can hear it, I am so sorry. Okay, let's watch Teha. Teha. Okay, he's soldering right now. Still soldering. Still soldering. Teha. Okay. Okay, he's screwing stuff down now. I think he's gonna do like push-ups or something later on. Oh, wait. He's closing the case. Okay, wires are through. Huh. Okay, so he put on the alignment pins. The alignment pins sit flush. Okay, I'm seeing the top of his head. He's using a screwdriver to like press the alignment pin down. Okay, and then when he screws it on, okay, he's now putting the top cover on. And he realizes there's a gap. No. Does he realize there's a gap? No way. He realizes there's a gap. Okay. So how did he resolve the gap? It's because of alignment pins. Okay. Oh, he just force closed it. He just pressed it in. Huh, okay. I guess I will do that too. Okay. Sec. Okay, so move the orbit aside, put on the alignment pins, and then just force everything on. Okay, so the alignment pins at the bottom sits fine. At the top, however, it will require a little like coercing. For it to go in. Okay, so as long as it sits flush. Okay, as long as it sits flush, then it's fine. Okay, let's move this aside. Is it GG? Nah, it's not. So, basically, what I saw from Teha's video was that he basically forced this in, and then he forced the case shut. So if Teha did that, then you probably have to do that too. Okay? Seems like the build experience is not very good. Or maybe I'm just a noob and I've not built this board before. Generally speaking, I don't like to blame the board itself more so than I would actually blame my own incompetencies. Like, I could have done due diligence, right, by watching a video first on how the board is built, and so I would not be struggling this much. Right, that's what I could have done. That's what I did not do. Right, and so what I saw Teha did was that he pressed it down, and then there you go. So one side's down, and then he just kept pressing and wiggling, and eventually the whole thing went down. Okay, he started with the bottom first. Okay, so I'm getting something through now. And he just forced it in. Wait a minute. Okay, so this one. I feel like I'm gonna tear the board apart. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or not. Okay, let's chill. Press this in some more. Press this in a little. Press this in a little bit more. Okay, this alignment pin broke. And this one is still kind of slanted though. Let me just push it in really quickly. Okay, so let's see how it works now. I didn't think it would be such a difficult build to do, honestly. Okay. I got something in. Okay. Next would be to get it. Got it. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, so now I force it together. Okay. Okay, so if you guys are building a board, just take note that there's a bit of coercing that you have to do. I know, if you watch Teha video, he experienced the same thing. Yeah. It's like a KC thing, yeah. I think the number two one, it's the worst build. I think it's an easier build experience. It's just so finicky with so many screws and stuff. Right? There's so many what a sus assembly. There's just so many like turns, you know, the number two. I've built a number two before, and basically like you have to put in the screws and then you turn and then you turn and you put it back, so on and so forth, right? Not sure if you guys have built the number twos before, but yeah. So I think because it's so compressed, that's why it requires like so many screws. And so I didn't understand when Lightning said that, oh, it's a compressed like mount kind of thing, right? Okay, but it is extremely compressed. I don't want to strip the screw. I don't want to break the material. So, yeah, I'm going to do the diagonal thing. Hopefully, everything sits right. Oh, it is very, very compressed. It is quite scary, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm quite worried myself because no, so I guess this is very, very prone to bowing. So if there's not enough screws, what's gonna happen is that it will bow. It will definitely bow. There is nothing stopping it from bowing actually because it's so compressed. There's really nothing stopping it from bowing. Because you just imagine, right? Just now you guys saw the amount of space that I had, and then with the amount of space that I had, I have to screw it down till there was no more space left. Right, so you just imagine just how much compression there is on the board itself. I'm not gonna do it too tight. As long as my index and thumb would not turn anymore, I think that's it. What if, oh my gosh, did I plug the JST? Oh, wait a minute. Did I plug the JST? You know what? Screw you, song. Screw you. I'm gonna try it right now. Oh goodness, I cannot type like that, can I? I did. Like that. Okay. L-U-G. The J-S-T. Whoa. Whoop. Whoop. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so I did plug the JST. Well done, me. Okay, so now this is the build. It's a very scary build. I'll be completely honest with you. And so I will let Mr. Ktechs to come by to drop his keycaps on. And the keycaps that will be going on this build today would be Olivia Dark. I'll be right back.
Why? Not working.
It's working, it's working.
But who? No, so I bought this set of keycaps, and it came on December. Yeah. Yeah. It's quite loud though. I thought we agree on that. No, we ran a poll just now, and we have decided to go for a 7U layout. 7U is the best, but 6.25 a bit more usability. Did I? I got Ryan keeps one. These are keycaps that I don't use. So I only use bars. Don't lie to yourself. School is not the best.
Oh, that's not what you
feel kind of happy though.
It's finally done.
Yeah. Oh yes. Good. No, I like the darker color.
No, you can just use the Nivea.
I don't think it's big enough though. Yeah.
No, just use the pink one.
You know feet. You know feet all not big enough. Delete. Page up. Pitch down.
No, correct.
Right. Bargain, yes. Should have put a novelty. No. No. No bar. Typing test. Hi.
Wait, the mic not pointing at the keyboard. Oops, sorry. No, these yes, it's no crash. These switches are not long pole. These switches are full travel. They are full travel switches, and yeah. So that was the sound test. It's on Snow Crash, yes, the V2. And then here's what the mods sound like. And the alphas. Okay, so that is the board. That is the number 165. What do you guys think of it? Right, it does sound like a keyboard, yeah. Pink arrow keys, unfortunately not. He's not a very pink person, as you can tell. What do you guys think of the keycap set that's chosen? He painstakingly bought this keycap set just to wait for this particular keyboard, yeah? Sounds stiff? Is it stiff? It is. It is actually very, very stiff. You can see the amount of flex there is. This is me putting in quite a bit of strength just to get it. It feels, I think, like a softened, um, softened top mount. The mid accent, yeah? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the board, yeah? This is the side of the keyboard. Let's see, I can't see myself. So this is the side of the keyboard. Okay. This is the back of the board. I have to say, yeah, yeah, yeah. It fits quite well. The back, the bum of the board. The other side of the keyboard. And then the bottom of the board. And then we have the top of the board. Keycult giveaway? Nah, I don't think he'll ever give this away. But yeah, it does. It does. I'd say. I'd say it feels like a top mount, but Snow Crash V2s. Yes. I'd say this feels like a top mount, but yeah, softened. Like it's not as harsh as a top mount. How does it feel compared to the Kohaku? Well, the Kohaku is much, much softer. I think because you guys saw, right? I had this amount of space, and then I had to like squish the entire assembly together. So what I think is that because of that compression and the amount of sandwiching that had to be done, it feels much I don't know, stiffer compared to the Kohaku. Like you guys can see that board, right? So when I press down, you can see that the whole assembly moves, right? Right. Whereas if I press down here, it doesn't really move. Well, technically, the Keycult is an old board compared to the Kohaku. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it is definitely an older board. But I'd say even when it is, like, people will call it like gasket mounted, right? But it feels more like a sandwich mount kind of thing. It's not a lot of like gasket mount. There's no like the traditional like the gasket bounds or the everything. It's just a very softened top mount kind of thing. But I personally do not think that this is an issue in its on its own, but it's more so of it's designed in this manner. It's designed to feel like stiffer rather than. Oh, I think Mr. Ktechs will like this space bar though. It's so hard, it's so heavy. Yeah. So I would not say that it is a problem with the gaskets. It's more so that it is designed to be in this particular manner and feel a certain way. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I do not have like an example of Kohaku that's built with Snow Crash, but I'd say that the sound signature for both boards relatively different. Just because although they're gasket mounted, but it's just because of the amount of compression that this board has goes through. Yeah, whether old or not, I think it can be a new board, but if it's designed in this manner, then it's designed in this manner, right? If it's meant to be, at least. But if it's designed to have some space and squishiness when you type, then it's a different thing. Like there are some boards that's designed to well have little pre-compression so that when you type, it absorbs quite a bit and it becomes quite soft. The overall typing experience. There are some boards that are like that use either harder gaskets or when it's assembled has a lot more compression compared to like the other gasket board counterparts, and when that happens then you get a much stiffer typing experience. Yeah, but overall I think it's a very nice board. And I assume that the TKL will be built very similarly. Like it will be stiff in terms of like typing and yeah. And I think it has quite a bit of heft to it as well. While it doesn't have that SS or brass center, I think for a 65%, this is a pretty decent weight. Right? I hope for those that actually got it, get yours soon because that I think it's not a bad bond. It's really not a bad bond. Yeah, overall I think Mr. Ktechs is pretty pleased with the board anyways. And this is really how like could you do the sound test again? I was away. Okay, let me grab Mr. Ktechs. The bar is I think the bar is returning a bit harder than I like. Okay, Mr. Ktechs is back. surely they changed something in the V1s other than loop. My unlooped snow crash V1 sounded muted. Wait, how do you get unlooped V1s? There's no such thing as unlooped V1s. How do you get it? If your definition of getting unlooped V1s is that you took V1s and then you manually unloop it, right? However you did it, that is not unlooped V1s. That's you taking V1s and then, well, spreading a loop all over. Okay, so the difference between the V1s and the V2s is that the V2s, it's my switch opener here. I cleaned myself. Yeah, no. Okay, so it's slightly different, yeah? So when people bought the V1s from us in the physical store, we did inform them that it would be quite difficult to actually clean them out. Okay, so yeah, we insisted that if they get it, they would have to live with the sound profile of the V1s. There is no way they can clean it out and then have them sound like the V2s. So there are no changes except for the fact that for the V2s, okay, so for the V2s, the part that's looped, right, is the leaf. Okay? No, like wiping the. Okay, so just need to let you know that you can't actually wipe off 205. It's there. Once it's applied, it's there. Even if you try your best to wipe it off, you would still leave a very, very thin layer of lube on it. So for the V2s, if it wants to focus, so if for the V2s, right, the only part that's looped is the leaf. Okay, is the leaf portion that is looped, and then for the springs, it's looped with something called dry film. I'm not sure what dry film is, but yes, that is what the information that we were told. The stems for the V2s were not looped. You will find some loop on this area of the stem because it goes against the leaf, right? But from what we understood from the designer as well as other vendors, Unikeys, is that the top housing not looped, bottom housing not looped, stem not looped, and only the leaf and the spring is looped. Yeah, and why we advise our customers and we tell them that there is no way to actually remove the loop is because we have tried it ourselves. Okay, we tried removing the loop just for a personal build of ours, and then it didn't work. It still sounded quite muted. It sounded very, very deep. Like it's on the deeper end, the quieter kind of sound rather than does the V2 need hand looping? No. It's intended for the V2s to not have looped anywhere else except for on the springs and on the leaf. Right? That is the intention. The intention behind the V2s is that it will bottom out on the rail. It will not have lubrication on the top housing, bottom housing, and the stem. The only point of contact that will have the loop would be on the leaf and the legs that touches the legs of the stem that touch the leaf. Okay, so that's the main difference between V1 and V2. Okay, the V1 is just over looped because everywhere is looped. So for the V1s, if you open up your V1s, right, if you open up your V1s, you'll realize that there's looped on the rails, on the stems, basically standard factory looping, right? It's on the stem, on the rails, and on the bottom housing, right? For the V2s, none of that. Only the leaf is looped, and only the springs are looped. And even the springs, they're looped with something called dry films. Don't know what that is. I'm not going to try to understand or try to make you guys think that I know what dry film is. I'm not that smart. Okay, so that is the build. That is the number 165 from Keycult. Not even a spring. Thanks, you saved me. Yeah, a lot of times, right? The newer stuff don't actually require lubing. And for springs, let's be honest, right? Just toss it into the bag. Toss it in the bag, squeeze some lube in, and then you'll be good, right? You don't have to spend time like manually lubing everything. But yeah, so ultimately, I think overall, it's a pretty nice board. The V2s are pretty nice too. It's not exactly very loud, but it's not cannot be considered like soft either. V2, yeah, I think for a full travel, it is still quite decent. Okay, so this is the number 165 built with HMX Snow Crash by Keepscape on Elu plane. Let me know what you guys think of the board. If it sounds like a keyboard, it sounds like a keyboard. It has to sound like a keyboard. But otherwise, there were a few hiccups here and there, like me not wanting. Okay, so if you guys are watching the stream, yeah, you guys have to know that me being unwilling to close the case was because I'm not sure if I messed up somewhere with the gaskets. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, I think it's a decent build. You just have to put a little bit more muscle in there, and then just close the board off. Yeah, align the alignment pins and stuff, and then just close the board off. Oh yeah, for the Numa, right? If you guys were here last week for the Numa, I actually rebuilt with what is that thing called? With Nixies on PC Plate, and I'm quite liking it. It's still with Chaos Theory. Looks like a Jenny board. Jenny is proud of you. Sound test for the Numa. It will be released sometime soon. I think like in the next few days or something. Or you guys want a sound test right now? Yeah, I think I prefer it over the cream sodas, but because I have very weak fingers, right? I personally think that cream sodas are just extremely heavy. Okay, so I think this is it. Unless you want a sound test of the new Numa live, but other than that, I think this is the build. I think Mr. Ktechs is overall quite pleased with how this turned out, and I think it's quite nice actually. For I think it was Moldy Bread, right? That's looking forward to his her build, their build. I think you would quite enjoy the build. You just at the last part of it all, you just have to make sure, just have to ensure that you clamp it down really hard, just screw it on, and just do alternating screws, right? So that's why, and don't screw in too tight for all. Just do like half and half and half and half, and then go in for the final one afterwards. That way, everything will stay compressed and stay compressed evenly throughout the board itself. Okay, with that, I will not see you guys next week. I will see you guys the week after next. And if you guys are going to MYMK, do come by, drop by our booth, and you get some like discount. Is it time to you in stream? Um, um, and so yes, if you guys are going to MYMK, be sure to actually come by. Our street, come by our booth, and then say hi to us, and then get yourself that discount code. And no, it's not O7 this time around. It is actually Woo. You're right. It's because of the keycaps. Okay, so in order to actually get additional chance, okay, additional chances and entries into the giveaway for Key Kobo Machinist, okay, do type in how to win the giveaway for this week. Okay, so the standard thing will apply. Okay, so the giveaway will be posted. The giveaway will be, because I was actually thinking about it, right? And it was mixed between this or this. And I decided to go with ooh. Is the giveaway machinist because of the wrong order? No, it's not. Okay, so it's woo. Okay, so I think it's woo. Okay, it's woo. Okay, so basically type in woo in chat, and then afterwards you have to take a screenshot of your woo, and then you have to DM it to us. Okay, DM it to us. Okay, and then with that you'll get 3 chances into the giveaway that will be happening on Monday. So on Monday I will push out a post for the Key Kobo Machinist giveaway, and it will last till end of the week. So on Friday, even when I'm not streaming, what I'm gonna do, okay, it is that I will still run the RNG and then afterwards put up the results anyways via Insta. So the giveaways will always be ran on Instagram. It will never be ran on Discord. Well, not now at least. So it will be DM us on Instagram. Okay, because the giveaway will be happening on Instagram. And so I will just jot down all your names, and then if you have additional entries, then I will put in additional entries for you, right, during the RNG. Okay? So that's basically it. Yeah, but for this time round, I think I will not do using the other Instagram giveaway picker thing. I will only use that to filter out the eligible winners. So if you tag 2 people and stuff, and then I will compile it into an Excel sheet, and then from there, I will just assign. So if you guys typed in who in chat, then what happened is that you guys will get 3 additional chances on top of that 1 chance. So total of 4 chances. Yes, DM on Insta. So you guys will get a total of 4 chances for the giveaway itself. And this only applies to people who type woo right now. Okay, you cannot come back. That is why I turned off like chat after stream, right? You cannot come back to chat and then type woo and then take a screenshot. Okay, so type woo in chat right now, take a screenshot of the woo that you've typed in chat, and then just DM us. Okay? And then you get 3 additional chances on top of the chance. And if you do not share the post and whatever not, right, then I would not know whether or not you're participating. So you get 0 chances. Fair? Okay? So just let us know that you are participating by doing whatever that's required on the post itself, and then DMing us the woo. Woo-hoo. Okay, so for those that hasn't typed your woo-hoo yet, please do so before I end the stream, and then I'll see you guys. Wait, say again? No, okay. So on Monday, so usually for the giveaway, right? So you guys will hear it first. Okay, so you guys will hear it first about the giveaway. Okay, and then I'll tell you guys how you guys get your chances, right? On Monday, I will post it on Instagram where everyone will be able to win it. Okay? Those that DM us with woo woo, okay, will be able to get 3 more chances on top of the chance. Where to find the post? It will be on Instagram. Okay? It will be on Instagram. But the post is not up yet. Post will only be up on Monday. That has always been done that way. Can we DM first before we share? You can. You can DM first before you share. Okay, so this is my job. So you guys are basically making my job slightly easier, okay? Because when you DM me, because I don't know, right? I cannot associate your YouTube IGN to your IGN. So yeah. So we can find it on Monday. Yes, on Monday. Winner gets the Jenny Keycult, guys. No. Okay? So I will share the post once the post is up. So once the post goes up onto our Instagram, I'll share it to the Discord as well. I will not share it lah. Mr. Ktechs will share it. Okay? So you guys know what to do. You guys know the rules. You guys know how to get additional chances. And this is your time. Okay? And this is it for... Yes, I know your name is the same for both accounts, but it doesn't matter. Okay? This is it from me for this week and for next week as well. If you guys are in Malaysia for the Malaysia meetup, feel free to let us know. Come by our booth and then get your exclusive MYMK discount code. Okay, with that, I'll see you guys. Good night. Thank you, guys. Thank you, chat, for the stream and being here and watching me just trying to like compress and put everything together. Okay, with that, good night. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'll see you guys soon.